Most advice about procrastination sounds reasonable. Just start, break it into smaller steps, use a timer, and look. That advice isn't wrong, but for a lot of people, it still doesn't work. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't care, but because the advice ignores something important about how our minds actually work. Today, I want to share one small idea from psychology that explains why procrastination happens and what you can actually do about it. A while ago, I tried the classic approach. I made a detailed task list. I time blocked my whole day. I was ready. For the first 2 days, it worked great. Then something shifted. I skipped one task, then another, and before long, I was back to doing everything last minute, wondering what went wrong. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Psychologists have noticed that most procrastination doesn't come from a lack of motivation. It usually comes from something much more specific and much more manageable. Here's the key idea. Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. Not just physical discomfort, emotional discomfort too. And certain tasks carry a kind of emotional weight. Uncertainty, fear of failure, boredom, the feeling that you might do it wrong. When your brain detects that weight, it looks for relief. And the fastest relief available is almost always something else. Checking your phone, getting a snack, reorganizing your desk. This isn't a character flaw. It's a loop your brain has learned. The cue is the task. The action is avoidance. The reward is the temporary relief you feel when you look away. And here's what makes it tricky. Most advice targets the action. Just force yourself to sit down and do it. But research suggests it's often more effective to go upstream, to change what happens before the avoidance starts. Because if you can reduce the emotional weight attached to the task, the loop doesn't get triggered in the first place. So here's a simple way to experiment with this. Step 1. The next time you notice yourself avoiding something, pause for just a moment. Don't judge it. Just ask. What does this task feel like right now? Is it unclear? Does it feel too big? Does it carry some fear attached to it? You're just gathering information. Step 2. Reduce the weight before you begin. That might mean shrinking the task until it feels almost embarrassingly small. Not write the report, just open the document. Or it might mean naming the discomfort out loud, which oddly tends to reduce its grip. Or it might mean changing your environment. Removing whatever your brain usually runs to when the discomfort hits. None of these require willpower. They work by changing the conditions. So the loop has less to grab onto. If you want to put these ideas into practice, we've left a few useful resources in the description. And if you enjoy short psychology breakdowns like this, consider subscribing. Otherwise, try the experiment today. Notice what the avoidance actually feels like before it happens. That moment of awareness is usually where the change begins.